All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to today's happy hour. I'm your entertainer for today, and I'm gonna sing a song for you without having an alcohol. Oh, I thought you would be serious, but no, I'm not gonna harass you with my singing skills, but I'm gonna do something else. So, the agenda of the meeting today is cultural shock. You know, so meeting, I mean, this is not a meeting, but Sweden is known to the international world is not only for fika, but also for the land of meetings. And coming from India, we always follow the order. So we have, get into the culture of someone tells us you need to do this, and then we do it, follow it. And when I came to Sweden and I started working here, the meetings I have been in, it was like a discussion. Everyone is speaking that we should do it, we should do that, and then the meeting ends up. And then I was wondering, like, okay, but what was the conclusion? What do we have to do? One thing which have happened recently is that since at the moment this guy Rishi Sunak become a prime minister of UK, he has not been in the radar of all the haters, but he has been also in the radar for Indian origin people. They all are saying that, dude, what the hell did you do? Now you have raised the bar for all the people living outside of India, Now it's not only enough to be a CEO of a company. Now, if you are an Indian origin, you have to become a prime minister of a previous colonizer. Maybe France and Portugal are the next there. It's been 10 years now since I have been in Sweden, and I have been working for Agama. So it was, very nice being here all the time. Still feels like yesterday when we came with the 4 suitcases here, and then we not only become a family of 2 to 4, but we also had a journey of still being Indian by heart, but slowly becoming a Swede by getting, allergic to pollen. And also by having a Swedish passport. So I'll share some of my experience, which I have. There are a lot of experience in those 10 years, but I'll try to be short and just share a few of them. Maybe I'll save it for the next session. If you don't hate me after this session or started ignoring me, because this can go a little brutal, so be ready for it. So after spending first night in Linköping, the next day we thought like, okay, let's go out for a walk and get familiar with the way to come to the office. So we were new, we did not have any phone connection with us, so no data. So only I had a hazy idea about how to get to the office from the apartment we had at Vasavägen, which I saw on Google Maps when I was in India. But then I was confident that we'll find the way. But as you know, when you get into the reality, it hits you hard. So we were at Concert and Congress and we lost our way. It was a snowy Saturday. No, there were not much people around. I mean, when you are lost, then the only instinct you get is that let's ask someone around you. So we saw a guy on the bus stop, and we were hopeful that, okay, let's go to him and then we'll ask him about it. So we started walking towards him. We are walking. He was standing straight, maybe waiting for his bus. But then he saw that, okay, these 2 immigrants are coming towards me. They're surely gonna talk to me. He started to get into his protective shell like a total soldier. He took out the phone and not lifting his head up, but we had no other choice. So we went to him and said like, hello, we need some help. We got lost. We want to go to the Kungsgatan 28. Can you help us? So he said, why you are asking me? Don't you have a phone to look into the Google Maps? And I said like, I have a phone, but I don't have a data. You have to, maybe if you can help me, if you have your phone. So he indeed helped us. And then he said, well, I have been looking in this Östergötagatan for last 5 years. I never knew Kungsgatan is just there. I mean, that was a little bit of a shock because, if you are in India, there are so many people around you. You can just ask someone and then they will guide you that badly. I mean, they will guide you badly in the sense that they will give you so much information as if they will sit with you in your car and drop you to the destination there. Even still today, people, rely on the information from the local person instead of Google Maps. Even the Google Maps stops working at some location because India is it's in that way that sometimes Google can't find the address. So it takes you to a certain point in the car And then it says in an automated voice, I have tried to point you to as close as possible to your destination. Please look out of the window, find a local, and ask for further directions. Thank you. You know, before I came here, I thought like I am an introvert, but then I came to Sweden. And then belief got changed that I'm not an introvert, I'm an ambivert. It's very strange that how you can stay in your own boundaries by just saying hey, or maybe not even hey, but just nodding like, and then you are doing your thing and he is doing your thing. At the best, if you know that person, if you have met that person more than once, maybe you will talk about the weather. Vad fint dag idag, solen skiner. Ja, jättevarmt och kallt. Okay, enough talking. Let's enjoy the weather. Or maybe, vad dålig dag idag. Det är jättekallt. Ja, det är jättekallt. Let's not enjoy the weather. Let's keep doing like this. So, but it's a different land, different culture. So we were settling in Sweden. It was a new country, new city. So one day we were walking, and then I feel that I had a power to stop things. So I was walking on the road, and the moment I came to that zebra line, everything stopped from the direction. I was wondering, like, what the hell? Did I get some real powers? I stopped everything, and then the guy waved from me, hey, what the hell you are doing? Just cross the road. I'm not just stopping everything here. So then I realized I feel so privileged. A guy sitting in the car waving me, asking me that please cross the road, sir. And this has never been experienced in India. You know, if you, I mean, those people who have been to India, they may relate that if you are standing on a walking strip, no one gives a damn that you are standing there. So they won't stop you. So during my recent trip to India, I was driving my car, and you know, living so long in Sweden for 10 years, my Swedish driving skill kicked in, and I stopped the car on a walking street, and the guy standing there, he got surprised, like, what the hell he's doing? He asking me, like, what are you doing? Just go. I find what I want. I said, no, you go. He said, no, you go. Then my friend was sitting with me, and then he said, you have stopped for him here. You see, there are 3 lanes here. He cannot cross the road by just you stopping here, because there are other 2 lanes that has to stop as well. And he said me, if you, you know, we lost you to Europe for 10 years and you lost all of your Indian driving skills, what has happened to you? If you keep driving like this, then we will not reach the bar until the end of its closing time. So just keep walking. People will find their own way to cross the road. Everyone know I'm a vegetarian, and as of today there are a lot of vegetarian options or vegan options here in Sweden, but it was not the same 5 to 6 years ago. So what happened was that we went to Vadstena a few years ago. I think most of the people were there in Vadstena. So we had our dinner there. So I got a vegan portion. It was very small for me, so I was not full. So I asked the waiter there, hey man, can you just bring me the same plate another time? He said, no, I cannot. I was surprised. I said, like, why not? He said, like, no, this is a special meal and we just order one of it, so we don't have any more. I was like, well, isn't it, this is a restaurant, don't you have a kitchen? You can cook anything else, I can wait for you. No, we don't cook here. So I told him that, okay, now press me that bread basket and the butter, and don't complain that one special guy has eaten all of our plates. Yeah, but then after coming here, I got that concept that, okay, not everywhere it's a restaurant. Sometimes people they have to order food and then they are just serving there. So that was a new concept there. If I talk about my home country, it is a country where the access to the doctors is quite easily available. You can just go to any doctor. You don't have to go through the ward central and talk to a nurse first. Whenever you go to a doctor, you never come back empty-handed. They always prescribe you some medicines, so you get a satisfaction that now I got the medicines, I'll get better, you know. And if you have a fever of 39.4, you see, I'm still struggling to convert Fahrenheit into the Celsius. That's what British did to us. So if you get a fever of 39.4, the doctor in India gets worried. He'll immediately prescribe you antibiotics and then ask you to come on the 3rd day to get a follow-up. But if you call with a 39.4 fever here at Ward Central, the nurse says, no, it's fine. Drink some warm water, take Elvadon, take rest, it will be fine. And if it doesn't happen, call us again. So you can't get to a doctor so easily here. So once I got so bad cough that I was not able to sleep in the night. So I was calling them that I'm maybe infected or something. So after 3 weeks, she gave me the time to meet to the doctor. And when I met the doctor, he said, well, wait for 1 more week and then it should be fine. I really protested there. I won't leave this room until you prescribe me something. I mean, this is enough. I mean, I'm talking, it doesn't mean that I'm well. So I left that room after getting a cough syrup which had morphine so that I can get some sleep and again get to a normal human being from a half zombie, because I was not able to sleep for 3 weeks due to the cough. But I realized that after coming to the Sweden, I have become more patient. Patient in the sense not the patient who is very sick, but the patient who have gained loss of patience, because the bakshish system does not work here. If there is someone who don't know bakshish, contact me later on Teams. I'll explain it to you. But I mean, patience is the key of virtue, and now I started saying that to everyone. If someone don't have patience, then come to Sweden. You will learn it. And if you really want to learn it, just apply for a work permit at Migrationsverket, and then you will certainly learn it. All right. So, is there anyone who don't know about tunnel vision? Give me a hand if there is someone who knows about tunnel vision. I mean, it's a very common term for those who drives, right? So, but in my experience, it does not only happens when you are driving for a long time. In my experience, it only happens when you have to really, really very hard pee, and you don't find a bathroom to do it. And then your vision is what it is searching is only a bathroom that you can go and relieve yourself. So what happened was, when we went to the Stockholm, and it was February, it was very cold, and then I got this other tunnel syndrome, and I was looking everywhere where I can go and relieve myself. But so generally, like you have very few words in your vocabulary to identify in which door you have to go. I mean, generally you have he or she, king or queen, boy or girl, or maybe some symbol. And after coming to the Sweden, initially we learned that, okay, the word is han or hun or pojk or flicka. So we thought like, okay, this will be good enough. But the place where I was standing, that maybe that place or whoever who wrote those words, they were very creative. They wrote it like henne konom. So I think some of you might have got where I'm going to. So my logical mind, which was not working at all in that situation, give me a snap decision that henne, he belongs to he in English, so henne. So this is the right door you should go. And I went in there. The moment I went in there, I saw that it looks strange. There are no urinals. It was smelling damn good. I thought like Sweden is a rich country. Maybe they can afford to give everyone a privacy, So no urinals. So I did my job there. I didn't realize a thing. And when I was coming out, I saw a lady coming in front of me and have a disgusting look towards me. And then I saw like, okay, did I went into the ladies' restroom? And then I realized, oh, how stupid I could be. I mean, this ladies' restroom door is on the right, and ladies are always right. Right, ladies? So that was a funny thing. Then I added in my vocabulary. Henne och honom, och du måste alltid gå till honom. Don't even think about going in henne. That's some experiences which I had in Sweden. I hope that was not so brutal. So thank you very much. That was my time. I guess some people have to go by 4, and I managed to finish before 4.
Great.
Yeah.